Good morning and welcome back to the YouTube. Today is 23rd of April and we are one day out. Not one day out from the actual Backyard Ultra. Tomorrow I am doing my first 7-hour simulator, and that is going to be my last long run of this block. And then because as of this Saturday, so tomorrow's Friday, and then Saturday will be 2 weeks out exactly. So after this long run simulator is done tomorrow, we'll be starting to pull back and freshen my legs up and get me ready for race day essentially. So what I'm going to do today is take you over basically a full day of eating. I've got to train. I've only got a 45-minute easy run basically, which I'm going to go and do very soon. I've got a work shift this evening at 4 till 10. But the main thing is I'm going to take you over my food. So I've done like a mini carb up for the last 2 days. So yesterday I did 800 grams of carbs. I think it worked out after the protein and fat and stuff, it worked out about 4,500 calories. So I'm going to do near enough the same today. I woke up even feeling like full today, but I've tried to keep the food like clean-ish, if that makes sense. I try not to eat. I'm quite susceptible to, like, if I eat too much crap, then, you know, I'm going to be farting and shit like that and just have really bloated. Like, my stomach feels like full, but not like it hurts bloated. It just feels like I've eaten a lot yesterday, which I did, which would be absolutely the case. So starting this morning, I'm gonna run in about half an hour. So this isn't going to be the best thing to do if you've got to run soon, but I want to be able to run my 45 minutes and then still go in the sauna. So, and the sauna stupidly closes at like 10 a.m. They do this thing at where I swim, that they like close the sauna for like 10 till 12 and then 3 till 5 because they want to save on money and electricity and shit basically, which is just completely stupid. But hey ho, gets me out of the house and gets it done. So I'm going to have some rice snaps and I'm going to have $200 grams. Might even be back for a little more after. So look, you can see how big that bowl is. Look at that. 200 grams of rice snaps, and then I'm gonna have, so that for me is like, it's basically just rice, puffed rice, so it's fairly clean. And then I'm gonna have some whey protein. I've got some caramel whey protein as well. So this is taking me back to when I was completely bodybuilding, doing this sort of shit. Like when I was bulking during a bodybuilding bulk, I remember it was when like lockdown happened. I was literally eating like, genuinely, I was eating like 4,300 calories per day. And when like the gyms closed and stuff, I was scared I was going to lose all my gains. So I continued eating like that many calories until like gyms reopened. Because I was like, I don't want to like my training's not going to be as good at home. So I'm going to lose muscle and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, I just kept eating 4,500 calories and barely training. So yeah, you can imagine now I got pretty fucking fat. I'm gonna have this. Oh yeah, and this whey protein is like caramel fudge. So I just put that over the top of it and add some flavours. If you know, the rice snaps on their own aren't too flavoursome. So we're gonna have this 40 grams of whey protein tips over the top. Might put a bit of honey with it as well, just to bump the carbs up even more. So yeah, that is meal one. I'll either throw the totals up on the screen or I'll let you know. But yeah, 200 grams. That is, well, I can tell you off the back of the box, 200 grams. So 100 grams is 84 carb, 160, 85 carb, sorry, it's 84.8. So that's 170 grams of carbs. So yeah, get that down the hatch, get a head start. I'm going to aim for about the same as yesterday, like 800. So yeah, that is meal one at 8 o'clock in the morning. Might have a banana as well, just to try and bump it up to like near 200 grams of carbs. So yeah, added some honey to it, getting this big bowl down the hatch. And I'm going to go straight for my run, which isn't a good idea, but hey ho, should be right. It's only 45 minutes. that took a while to eat. As you can see, that was a massive bowl. That probably could have been made easier if I had some more dense cereal, whereby I didn't have to eat as much and slog through that whole bowl. But yeah, then I risked getting stomachache and I don't know, just not agreeing well. Was it? That was like more minimal ingredients, so it should be fine. Yeah, 205 grams of carbs done there, so that's a good start to the morning before 9 a.m. However, it being before 9 a.m, it's of course not a good time to be out and about, so it's just like super busy. And as I said, the pool closes at 10, the sauna closes at 10. Well, sometimes it does. I'm hoping today is not one of those days, and it's just yeah, absolutely rammed. There's a school near where I live and there's fucking people parked everywhere, so yeah, I don't think I'm going to fly there in 5 minutes like I usually do. So we'll see. Either I'm only going to get like one round in the sauna, or I'm going to have to cut the run short, because I do still want to go in the sauna, and that's why people are shitting themselves here, because there is a parking warden where the school is, and there usually isn't, so they don't want to get ticketed. There's not people like double, triple, mega park like there usually is. But yeah, gonna go get it done. Quite full up, as you can imagine, from that 200 grams of carbs, but we got it down. That just means you've got a nice head start to the day now. It's not 9 a.m, and it's not even 9 a.m, and I've got that many carbs down the hatch. So yeah, on my way to the seafront now. I'm gonna run, see what time we get there, and then go from there. Oh boy, it's very windy. Look at my hair. I haven't had this much hair since 2021. That's my first shave day. I'll catch up with you though, because I doubt you can hear me. Lovely day though, aside from the wind. Oh, hey, that is my run, sauna, and I just done a bit of shopping because I need some more carbs for today, and I need a few bits for tomorrow as well. But you know when you just cannot be fucked? It's like, yeah, I'll start you off at the run. Obviously I had that massive bowl of cereal, just loads of carbs before, and my God, could I feel it. I just felt like so heavy. And I was like, is carbing up even worth it if you just literally feel heavy and like, it just, oh. Like it wasn't even, it's just like heavy in the stomach, like my body just felt heavy. And then again, I don't know if that's like, if it's just an off day anyway, or it's to do with eating so much basically. But I just felt like, almost like I couldn't really like catch my breath. Like I was running like, I think I was running like 6:20 kilometer, which is like around my easy pace most days, and my heart rate is usually like 130. And like I just felt like as soon as I set off, like my heart rate just spiked up, and I sort of semi-convinced myself that I've got low is it low white blood cells? No, not low white blood cells, low iron, because I know athletes are susceptible to low iron, and I'm on immunosuppressants for the uveitis in my eyes, so I've got an autoimmune condition. So I'm on immunosuppressants and I train a lot, which means that probably makes me like double susceptible to like symptoms of low iron. So I do need to get a blood test to check. But there's been times where I just like, obviously I do train a lot, but I sleep pretty well. Apart from when I'm working like a dog, but I sleep pretty well. And sometimes I just feel like so knackered. And today, like, I think a sign of low iron as well is like your heart rate like going high quickly or some shit like that. I'm pretty sure I've read it, and I think that's why I'm convincing myself anyway. So I need to get a blood test done really to double check that. But it's just, and then on the way back it was so windy, so the wind was in my face, and that was when like I couldn't keep my heart rate down. So maybe it's like the wind smashing me in the face as well. But I just felt like short of breath today, which was weird. So I did 2 rounds in the sauna, and I just got out, and I just feel absolutely fucking knackered, to be honest. I haven't had any caffeine today. I'm definitely a bit of like, I'll have like 3 or 4 coffees a day, and each of them will have like 3 spoons of coffee in. So yeah, that's not good. I'm gonna have one when I get in that, so hopefully that perks me up a little bit. But it's a nice day. Just feel like, don't know, I've got a bit of like knee pain as well. I've been training a lot, so yeah, just one of those days. I think it's like best not to look into it too much, because then you're just like, it could be a multitude of reasons. It could be like from eating so much that could have like played a part in me just like feeling heavy. You know, is it my my self-diagnosis of low iron? Is it just an off day? You don't really know. So yeah, just gonna carry on with today. But that's all my workouts done for today. So I'm gonna go home. Not sure I'm gonna eat right away because I'm still pretty fucking full up. But I've got some food. And I'll make that, but I've got videos to film and shit like that, so I've got things to be getting on with, and I'm at work at 4, so that's quite nice. I've got like 5 hours now until I go to work, which will come around fairly quickly. So yeah, I think the main thing is I'm just very thirsty, but that was how my run went. It felt like a tough 45 minutes, but hey ho, on my way home now, and I'll keep you posted with the food I eat and shit like that. But just thought I'd give you an update on where I'm at with like fucking, yeah, one of those days. Long time no update, and I'll tell you why. Because I filmed a video. This is kind of a weird angle, isn't it? But I filmed a video I've been meaning to film for a long time, and now so much time has passed. When I got home, I honestly couldn't be asked to film, and I haven't really done much. The time's now 2:45, and I've got work at 4. So yeah, not got much time, and I've not actually eaten since. So that's why I haven't updated you. So I'm actually, believe it or not, I'm hungry now after moaning my stomach was full. And I do realise, like, all this food I'm eating and like, oh, I'm so full, like, what a privilege it is to be able to choose how much food into my stomach and stuff it in to the point where I don't want to eat anymore. Anyway, I'm actually, stomach's rumbling now and I'm feeling hungry, but with time passing and not having eaten, I'm behind. So it's 3 o'clock and I've had that one fucking meal. So I'm going to have like an absolute beast of a meal now. And usually when I want a beast of a meal, I want a pasta. So what I've been doing is I filmed a video about the Backyard Ultra, how my training's changed. So I've been sat here with these recovery boots on, legs up, laptop here, editing. I've just filmed it, watching some YouTube, but now I'm going to make some food. So I'll take you to the kitchen and yeah, I'm going to let Mr. Fudge in. Should we let you in then? Yeah? We'll let him in because he's been clawing at the door. Just checking on a bogey there for some reason. But yeah, I'm gonna make a big bowl of pasta. The difficult thing about filming with your phone is you can't always put it somewhere. Big bowl of pasta. But do you know what? God, forever falling over my cat. Do you know what I've made here? So that is like, basically like peppermint creams. And if any of you know, like, do you know Kendall mint cake? Kendall mint cake, you can look it up. It's basically just icing sugar and 2 egg whites and peppermint flavouring. And that's just going to be some easy carbs for tomorrow. So you just literally do that, let it set in the fridge, and then that's like Kendall mint cake. I'm obsessed with like making shit at home because a lot of this stuff, man, a lot of this like carbs and yada 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 is literally just sugar. So that's really like refreshing as well. It's really carb dense, really refreshing. So that's literally like pure carbs, gram for gram, that's pure carbs. So 50 grams of that, 50 grams of carbs. Nice and easy. We've got gels and shit like that as well. So yeah, it's just trying to get everything ready. But I've got a bit of time tomorrow. We're not starting until midday, so I'll get up in the morning and get all my shit sorted. But yeah, made some DIY mint cake, edited the video, posted it. So now we are here to make some food. But I'll let you know because I need to pause this so I can work out what I'm eating and all that sort of shit, and then I'll keep you going from there. But pasta's going to be the easiest, so I'm just going to chow down basically a shitload of pasta. Yeah, 250 grams of pasta is just under 200 carbs, so I'm hoping I can chow down on that and a few other bits, and that bumped me up nicely. Now I've got to try and figure out what I'm going to do at work. So Alright. Holy shit, that's a lot of pasta. Chuck this in the boil. 250 grams. Right. Put that on the boil. Let's see if I can actually eat all of that. I'll be surprised if I can. I'm pretty hungry, but if I put a bit of cheese, a bit of pasta sauce, I should be able to chow that down pretty nicely. And then, yeah, 4 o'clock. I tell you what, you might start work at 4 and you think, oh, I've got ages. 4 o'clock comes around bloody fast. I'll tell you that for free. So, yeah, I'm going to get this all cooked up and then I'll catch up with you after. Here we go. This is the meal. I couldn't even be asked to cook chicken, so I'm going to survive a day without protein. 250 grams of dry weight pasta, banana, 50 grams of sultana is literally easiest carbs. 35 grams. Oh, 35 grams there and 30 grams of cheese. That's 250 grams of carbs. 1,220 calories and whatnot. Yeah, the time is now 3:05, so I'm going to eat this and probably roll myself to work, so I'm going to be so full up.
Camera once, it's a real thing. As soon as the sun camera comes out, you just got to push 15.
Look at that, of course. When you got to go to work, beaming sunshine. I devoured that food, by the way. It's weird how you go from like, oh, I'm so hungry to I'm a fucking fat pig glutton in the space of a couple minutes. But yeah, it's very full up now. I added a Frosties bar on top of that. So it's pretty near to like, what, 270 grams of carbs, which is loaded up. And I'm going to have to get like another good few hundred in before the end of the day. But I've got a pack of rice with me. You can get rice at work, so I'm thinking maybe if I do like a bit gross, but 2 packs of this jasmine rice. So I find like jasmine rice is like sticky and dense, it's easy to eat. If they've got a pack at work and I've got my own pack, that's 160 grams of carbs, put some honey on it and I just eat that for the rest of the night. We're looking at like another 220 grams of carbs. I've got some Frosty bars with me, so that can top me up. I could buy a pack of sweets as well. Just to graze them whilst I'm working. But the one good thing about working is when I drive, for some reason, I'm like, no matter if I eat while I'm on shift, I'm always fucking well hungry when I finish. So yeah, that's good. But even if I don't get 800 today, that's fine, because I felt like a bit sick this morning. I really want to feel like that tomorrow morning when I've got to run. But yeah, I'll probably aim for like 700 minimum, be able to get that in. So yeah, I actually don't mind when it's sunny, to be honest, because I'm like, I'd rather not be able, because the good thing about work is like you are technically outside, so like, oh, it's pissing it down, I've got to go to work. Like, it's not like you're indoors, is it, undercover? It's like you're getting rains done anyway. But when it's nice outside, it's when it's nice outside, it just puts you in a fucking good mood anyway. And it's at the same time, it's like I do get to enjoy it because I get to be out, so that's good. Got an hour and a half on click and collect, got a break, working 4 till 10 tonight, so yeah. And then what better to do with a day off tomorrow than run for 7 hours? But it should be good fun. The weather's going to be nice. I'm not going to wear my vest tomorrow as well. I'm going to run vestless and probably just run topless for most of it as well, and just wear my running belt and just take like 1 bottle with me. I found the vest was a bit annoying when you like running more and more and more. So yeah, I just pulled up to work in good time. 52 minutes past. Oh, fill up, boy. Show must go on, baby. Hello, as you can see, I'm at work now and some time has passed, but you will have last seen me eating what was I eating? jasmine rice, honey, sandwich, and jam. I can obviously throw the totals up as I've been going, but I think that's about 181 carb. Nailed it. I wasn't that hungry, but that was like, I think I'm like, I'm seeing this like carb loading in like a weird way. It's like an eating challenge. I'm like, oh my God, I'm nearly near 700. I'm nearly near 800. I'm like, oh, how much more can I eat? And I'm like stuffing myself at each sitting. Because at heart, I am a glutton. I'm an absolute glutton. Not for this, like, or not for carb loading, but like if there's carb loading and chocolate, I could eat like a million gazillion bars of chocolate and cheesecake. But the issue is there, I'd also be shitting my pants. And that's not something we want to do. I don't want to wake up tomorrow and have stomachache, because then I'm not gonna have to perform as well and just feel shit and you feel heavy. So yeah, I've got I'll show you when I get to it, because I'm going to do some deliveries. But luckily, I can't even show you. Well, you should be able to see it, actually. It's a lovely evening, and I've had a nice, easy run. I've only got 3 left, which is good. I've had a decent bit of mileage, but a lot of them were like in one place. So it's like every time I got in the van, it's like 300 yards, 400 yards. So it's just like boom, 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 boom. I had 13 and I'm down to 3. So yeah, that was nice and easy. I'll show you me doing them, but yeah, I've got some food in me. So I microwaved a pack of rice and put some honey with it, and I've left it in my bag so I can eat that. And then when I eat that, that will put me up to like 780 grams of carbs, and then I'll probably have a couple frosty bars. That will tip me over 800, and then I'm not sure if I'll eat when I get home. I might do, I'll see. I don't really like to eat too close to bed, but I'm feeling a little bit better for it today than I was yesterday, so yeah, I'm going to go and do these last 3 drops, and then, yeah, just pulled over to a sort of, make this video, but you can see it's quite a nice evening, so, yeah. I've also started listening to this. I sort of, like, run out of podcasts and shit like that. Like, I sort of get, like, one thing I found, like, recently is, because everyone starts a podcast, like, it makes you realise that, I've got nothing against people starting podcasts, by the way. I know a lot of people are like, I'll make podcast equipment more expensive so people can stop buying it. But what happens is, it makes you realise that podcasting is actually a skill. Because you'll see, like, people with big followings make a podcast, and then because they've got a big following and people know them, they get good guests on there. And then I'm like, oh I want to listen to that guest. Turn up the guest, it's just like, fucking hell. It's like they don't have that, like, a lot of people don't like him, but I use Chris Williamson as a good example. Like, before he started, well, he's always had good guests, but before he started getting well known, he had done hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of podcasts, getting the reps in of being a bad host. But then some people, like, because they've already built their name, like Chris Williamson built his name, like, from podcasting, whereas, like, these people have built their name off something else, being a good athlete, and then they get people on their podcast, and it's like their 10th ever podcast, so of course they're not going to be great, but they've already got these fucking really good guests on there, so it's just like boring, turn that off. So I wouldn't actually mind some podcast recommendations, and audiobooks is one, because the good thing about Spotify now is you can obviously listen to audiobooks on there, but I've left Audible. I went through a phase of a year because I realised I'm not that good at reading and I don't read much. So I started listening to audiobooks. I did one a week for a year and I just left it running. So I think I've got like 25 credits on Audible that I just haven't used. So yeah, they need to get used. I should start listening to them. This is a good one. I like it because Andy's narrating it as well. So it's very handy. But yeah, listening to that. I can't make my next drop right now because my next drop, you can only be 10 minutes early basically to a drop. And because the other drop is literally next door to the other, if I make that drop, then I'm not going to be 10 minutes early and then I get told off and get slapped on the wrist. So just pulled over and I won't do that until it's I've realised instead of just sitting here waiting for that next drop, I may as well eat, which is what I'm going to do now. So I've got the pack of jasmine rice, that's 90 grams of carbs, and I think these are about 18 each, 90, 100, 110, 120. So it's like 126 grams of carbs there, and then 30 grams of honey-ish. So it's about 140, 146, 150 grams of carbs-ish. So yeah, nice and easy to go down. I'm going to eat this now, and then head to my next drop, which is some cold rice and honey. Pretty jank, but gets the job done, I suppose. And I'll probably be using this like jasmine rice on. It's very like sticky and goes in a lump, so yeah. And just like that, we are in bed. I think I left it quite a while since I last spoke to you, but I left work. I sometimes wonder, I'm like, are these a bit boring? I do quite a lot of, some of these anyway, I do a lot of telling and not showing. Like I just sort of update through the day that this is what I've done, this is what I've done, this is what I've done. And it's probably not the most interesting thing to watch, but at the same time, if you overthink making the perfect vlog, or anything in that matter, you won't end up doing it. So it's better to create, learn as you go, rather than try and make the perfect vlog and then don't make one at all. So there you go. The main reason for this video was showing you my full day of eating, which I've definitely done. So any bits in between are a bonus, I suppose. It is 11:27 and I'm going to bed. I left work and I bought some bits for tomorrow. So obviously we've got the 7-hour simulation tomorrow. So I bought like a cooler box, which we're going to need on race day. We're trying to sort of gazebo and stuff, but that's like a camping table, and that's that. I brought some like kettle chips. Cause sometimes you get like, even when I just got back now, I had some Pom Bears, like the crisps, because you just get like fatigued of like eating like sweet stuff, which isn't like me at all. But as I've said to you, it's not like it's not like I love like sweet stuff like fucking honey and rice like I've been having. It's more so chocolate. When I say sweet stuff, chocolate, cheesecake, any shit like that, basically. So yeah, all ready for tomorrow though. And the good news is Tar's PT session has been moved, which means we might be able to start a little bit earlier at like 11, which is ideal. Like, because when you're starting at 12, you finish at 7. We're meeting our friend after for some food as well. So if we start at 11 or maybe earlier, we'll see when we're up. If we kick off for 11, that means we'll finish at 6. And then we can go out for some food and stuff. So it'd be good to get some food after to catch up with my friend. So yeah, that is just shy of 4,000 calories and over 800 grams of carbs today. I think the reason why that went down a little bit easier because I had literally no protein today, which, yeah, I probably shouldn't do, but it's a day. It's not going to kill me. So, yeah, just prioritise carbs, then we'll see how we pay off. But even tonight, I'm going to bed, like, my stomach doesn't feel as full. So I'm hoping tomorrow I don't feel, like, fucking gross like I did this morning. And we're feeling better. I'll probably have, like, a decent meal before, maybe, like, 100 grams of carbs a few hours before. And then, yeah, we'll hit the road. 7-hour session. First time running over a marathon. It's going to be, it'll probably end up being like 47k. So, you know, not far off an ultra, because technically anything over a marathon is an ultra. But yeah, pretty fucking crazy to be here 2 weeks out, and like 15 months ago I hadn't even got a pair of running shoes, and now we're here. So yeah, crazy shit. But 2 weeks out, full day of eating,